Ready to take your Fae Farm knowledge to the next level? Well, grab that comfy cozy drink and let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome to Jade Mist Gaming. Jade Mist here, and welcome to another Fae Farm tutorial, where today we're going to be talking all about the skill perks and buffs that can help improve your gameplay experience. But before we jump into that, let me tell you about my new merch that I just recently launched over at jademistgaming.com. Over on my site, you're going to find all sorts of comfy cozy merch related to pandas and all things related to my channel, from sayings that I love to do on my channel and on my streams, all the way up to emotes that I use. And you'll be happy to know that I personally drew all of these items that you see here on the merch. Now, if you're interested in any kind of other items that you don't see here on the merch site, feel free to leave me a comment down below or hit me up over on Discord and let me know exactly what you're looking for, and I'll try to see if I can add that over to the site. All right, now on to the video. Now in the game, you have 10 different skills that you're going to be leveling all the way up to max level 20. As you progress your leveling of your skills, you're going to notice that you get various skill perks. And that's what we're going to discuss today, what all these perks are and what do they actually mean, because there is a little bit of confusion on some of them. Now, the main 3 perks that you're going to see on multiple skills, such as mining, digging, and logging, are power, efficiency, and luck. So power basically means that you're going to be dealing more damage. Efficiency means that you're going to have a chance to restore energy, and luck is receiving bonus items. Digging, logging, and mining all have power and efficiency as their main perks as you level up. So digging power, it gives you a percent chance to deal double damage when digging. It doesn't tell you what percent for digging versus for logging. As you can see here, it gives you a 20% chance to deal more damage. Mining also gives you a 20% chance to deal more damage. Now, efficiency gives you also a 20% chance to gain energy when digging, logging, or mining. So basically what this means is, as you're digging or chopping down trees or mining, you're going to notice that these little green lightning bolts pop up as you, for example, mine a rock. This is going to increase your stamina as you are progressing without having to go and eat a meal. So if you ran out of food, but you do have a buff on you from the mining efficiency, the logging efficiency, or the digging efficiency, you have a chance of your energy still getting restored without having to run and look for food. The higher you progress your skill, the more of this you're gonna have. I have found that being at max level 20, I end up never taking any food with me anymore to the mines. Having these skill perks and buffs with me is more than enough to run an entire mine, and also having my max cozy level bar for my stamina. But be sure to still have some extra food on you just in case, because again, this is all dependent on a percentage. This is different for everybody. Now, moving on to other perks, we have reeling power for your fishing, which increases the reeling strength when fishing. So you don't have to pull as hard or as long when you're reeling in a fish. So it's a pretty simple explanation. Next up, we have a Sly Angler. Sly Angler is actually pretty cool. It's a chance to confuse the fish when it tries to start pulling. So when the fish is pulling away from you, you'll notice that these little stars pop up on the fish sometimes, and it instantly turns back around to face you. So those little stars, it's kind of like if you're bonking it on the head, just like my little panda bong, and you're making it turn back around to you. So you're confusing it. It's really cool. Next up, you have Scythe Luck. Anything that says luck on it, it's basically going to give you a bonus item when you're using that perk. So in this case, the Scythe Luck, you are receiving a bonus item when you're scything grass. So anything, for example, like here, Lucky Catch, Lucky Forager, you're going to get a bonus item for any of those skills. Now moving on to one of the most confusing one, which is animal affinity. I've gotten tons of questions about animal affinity and what exactly it means. So as it says here in the almanac, a chance to gain bonus affinity when interacting with a tamed animal. This does not mean that you're going to get extra resources from your animals when you harvest their resources. This basically means when you have an animal that is not content, so you just bought an animal or you just bred a brand new animal animal and the level bars are not full yet to contentment and it still needs to be raised, the animal affinity gives you an extra bonus. So when you pet them, when you brush them, when you feed them, example, things like that is gonna give you an extra bonus on that little bar. So instead of waiting a certain amount of days, it's gonna be a little faster to get them to the contentment level. Once they're at their highest contentment level, they will never lose contentment. Their happiness level will never drop. So the animal affinity doesn't really matter at the point when they're all happy. This really only helps when you're getting newer animals. Now, what you're looking for when you want to get that increased resources is the bountiful harvest. Bountiful harvest is an increased chance to get bonus item when harvesting from animals. This is where you get those extra resources from your animals, such as eggs, milk, silk, wool, etc., etc. So the more bountiful harvest you have, the more chances of extra resources you get. On top of having your animals leveled to their max 6 bars, you can maximize your resources with extra bountiful harvest and extra levels. If you don't understand the levels of animals, I do have an animal guide that you can check out, and it explains everything about their leveling. Next up, we have Gourmand. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but in my head, it's Gourmand, so that's what I'm gonna say. Gourmand is a chance to gain bonus energy when you're eating food. So anytime you eat food, you may have some extra little lightning bolts pop up on your energy and give you that nice little boost. Pretty simple, straightforward. Now, Baker's Dozen is a really cool one. It gives you a chance to cook a bonus meal at the cooking hearth. Now, I did test this out just to see it firsthand work because I never really noticed this because I was always rushing through the game. So what I did was I cooked myself a meal that had the buff of the Baker's Dozen, and then I started cooking some other meals. As you can see here, I cooked 3 of this meal and it actually produced more than the 3. So that's what it does. It gives you a chance to give you bonus meals. It's pretty amazing. Critical chance is up next, which means it gives you a chance to deal double damage on a hit. So you're basically critting whenever you hit a jumble or you're logging or you're digging. You're just gonna have an extra critical hit. Mana Steal chance is giving you a chance to restore your mana when you defeat a jumble. So when you're hitting mobs in the mines, you may notice your mana is gonna go up a little bit because you're stealing the mana from that jumble and restoring your mana, which in turn you can then use for all of your magic wielding skills. Next up, we have Potion Potency. It increases the effect duration when drinking potions. So if you're drinking a jar of Bees potion and you want the effect to last a little longer, your Potion Potency skill perk is gonna kick in sometimes if you're eating a meal with a buff or you've leveled your magic skill up to this. You're gonna get some extra potency, so this is awesome. Next up, we have a bonus brew, which is basically like Baker's Dozen, but for potions. It gives you a chance to brew an extra potion from your potion cauldron. So if you want to craft 10 jars of Bees and you have this bonus brew buff or perk with your skills, you may have a chance of getting more than 10 from what you originally placed. So it's pretty cool. I love these little perks. Now moving on to cooking buffs. On top of your regular skill perks you get from leveling your skills all the way to max 20, you can get some added buffs that will last for a certain period of time with eating food. Now please note that the only way you're going to get food buffs is if you cook the meals from the cooking hearth right here. This will not work if you use the cooking fire that you have right here. Cooking fire only gives you meals that will give you energy, like these little lightning bolts right here. So they will never give you actual food buffs. So make sure you are at your cooking hearth so you can take a look at all these meals. If you come down here, the first one you'll see is the fish and mushroom soup. It gives you +2 mining power and +2 mining efficiency. You'll also notice right down here underneath the little diamond for the mining, there's a 1 little bar here. This means that you're at the +2 level. If you go to the items that have, for example, this one with the diamond and 2 little lines, it means you get +5 mining luck and +5 power. And then if you move on to the next one, which is this one, you're gonna have 3 bars, which means you have +10. All the different foods will give you different buffs, such as animal affinity and bountiful harvest. If you look at the little icons here, it'll show you with the little picture. These are for the animals. This one's gonna be for digging. You get digging digging power, digging efficiency. So be sure you pay attention to the little icons and the descriptions here because all the different foods will give you different perks. You have everything all the way going from mana steal, critical chance for your magic. Then you have your catching efficiency and your lucky catch. I like to use these fruit pies a lot when I go critter catching, especially when I'm trying to get all the critters for snowflakes and a lot of things that I need for potions. So be sure you make a lot of these deluxe fruit tarts and a lot of these other cool buffs. These are amazing, absolutely amazing. And that's it, guys. That is all there is to it. It's so simple. It's so easy to understand. But if you do have any questions about it, be sure to leave me a comment below. I would love to answer your questions. I know some things can get very confusing with everything being thrown at you at the same time. So I can totally help you out if you need any help. Also, be sure to check out my Discord. I do have some Fae Farm channels over there, and I constantly check that out and respond to all of you over there as much as I can. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell. Don't forget to check out the merch site if you want to go check out some really fun, comfy, cozy merch. And until the next time, guys, happy gaming. Bye.